YouTube, what it do? Is your boy Benjamin back with the crew. If you're new, please don't forget to subscribe. We got a video here titled "The IG model hype is officially ended." I've seen a couple people react to this, and I said I might as well see what they're talking about in this video. Let's check it out, man. If you like, go ahead and get a thumbs up and a little chop. You know what I mean? Let's go.
I'll call you back, huh?
Look at the comments.
I remember growing up stealing my mom's magazines, going into the bathroom, and spending 30 minutes just scrolling through the magazines. If you know, you know. The older brothers, you know. It was nothing like a Victoria's Secret magazine back in the day. See, nowadays, but with the rise of social media and Instagram, you have IG models. One of the first IG models on Instagram was like India Love. I remember back in high school, a lot of girls wanted to be just like India Love from Tumblr and Instagram. As social media grew, the IG baddie look has become the new look that most girls want to go for. Most guys would love to experience. And that look has now become most guys' standard. And they're willing to throw it all away if they could get their hands on an IG baddie, right? But I think the year of 2025, Instagram models are really on a decline. They're starting to get exposed for what they really are, chasing men that have money while painting a beautiful picture to the world as if they worked hard for the things that we see them have. But now it seems like the curtain has been pulled back and we're getting to see the real side that's actually behind the cameras. Check this out right here.
Somebody in the comments says that BBL juice that goes straight to the brain, causing all types of brain damage. Bruh, I think if we're using these arguments about these women that crash out online, and I mean, I hate using the verbiage crash out, but that's kind of what happens. This comment pretty much sums it all up. These dudes are choosing looks over substance. Regardless of the end of the day, you're only going after these women because of what you see visually. And a lot of these guys don't truly have conversations with these women, sit down and try to understand them and where they're coming from and whether or not they would actually share similar ideas about how they want to cultivate a family. They just see, oh man, that BBL. Let's do it. And at the end of the day, the entire woman's social media presence is centered around her looks, the aesthetic. That's it. But these women win. Dudes would almighty all day long go after trophy wives instead of the women that actually have substance. I think that's a lot of guys' preference. Oh man, TV on the floor.
I'll call you back.
He got this on video. That means it's obviously gotten to a point where at this point it's, I guess, unbearable to him. Which means he was putting up with this for a long time. And what's crazy is, like bro said, a lot of these IG models, they'll be living these lifestyles that are furnished by men that supposedly don't exist in their life. Like if you look at their social media presence, that they'll post everything every day, and they'll post the nice trips, they'll post the nice designer bags and all these type of things. But that's how looking in, they're single. But in reality, there's a dude there losing their mind over. As soon as he pulls the plug. It's usually your favorites IG models. The jump on top of the hood is so crazy.
Alexandra, come on, bro. What is you doing, bro?
Sitting in the middle of the street.
Alexandra, this is a scene, man. What is you doing, bro?
Typical spoiled white girl behavior. This is who she was before she met him. Jesus Christ, people have zero discernment. I'm not going to judge people off the bat, but y'all have a brain that uses context clues to put together so you can make decisions that of what's best for you and what protects you. Use your brain. This is just her. It's probably how she was as a teenager, just crashing on her parents for getting a Toyota instead of a Benz type of chick.
This big right here, man. I don't want to kill myself. Oh my God. I don't want to kill
This is what y'all want. If it ain't rough, it ain't right. Head over to my page where we living in peace. Later promo. Oh.
See, I've seen guys pass up on some really good girls, but don't want to have anything to do with them on a serious note because they feel like they could get somebody that's badder. And then when I ask them, well, what exactly is badder to you? And they show me a girl, they usually look something like that. They have like the BBL setup kind of body. And that right there is exactly what you get when you choose looks over substance.
Let's be honest with these guys. Let's be honest with each other. If someone's entire image is rooted around vanity, to the point where they'll do a possibly life-ending procedure solely for their looks, you gotta understand.
Fellas, I tell you that in my videos all the time. Over time, looks will fade. You will get used to the size of her waist. You will get used to playing with her at. You will get used to that stuff. Once it becomes the norm, now you have to actually deal with the person that's in front of you. Stop choosing women solely off of their looks. Stop inviting women into your space solely because she looks good. But I don't think there's any better example of a man losing it all over an IG model like Shannon Sharp's story.
Yeah.
Scott Bree? Who that is, coach? Hey, Scott, I mean, who is that? Who is that? Help me out.
You know what I'm saying? She little something. You know, she might be famous for vertical activity that she good at.
She a hooper?
Oh, yeah. Well,
Who she play for? Who she play for?
you know, she got all the things, you know.
Shannon Sharp was fired from ESPN after losing a $60 million lawsuit.
What happened?
A 20-year-old woman sued Shannon Sharp for $50 million after claiming he overpowered her and assaulted her for 2 years. Shannon Sharp said her claims were full of lies and that she's trying to get money out of it, and that their arrangement was 100% consensual.
Is there any evidence?
There was evidence that worked in Shannon Sharp's favor, which were texts of her messaging him, saying what she wanted him to do to her over a 2-year period. However, texts also showed concerning messages from Shannon. They were calling each other racist words but were playing a role and played along in a weird fantasy. And in some of those texts, Shannon Sharp did say he was going to overpower her. However, her responses were saying to do it and played along with Shannon. Said, how could he have manipulated and controlled her if she was willingly driving to his house for 2 years?
If it was consensual over text, then how did he lose the lawsuit? Does that mean he was guilty?
He offered her $10 million before the lawsuit even started, and she declined. Some believe that Shannon thought the damage on his image would have cost more than just giving $10 million to her. Others believe he was actually guilty and he's trying to cover it up. The victim knew she had enough evidence to win. He ended up paying her $23 million in a settlement to the 20-year-old where they both agreed it was consensual, but then ESPN fired the 20-year-old then announced he's retiring from OnlyFriends, and now Shannon's getting clowned on the internet for acting like an idiot.
But if they both agreed he's innocent, why would he settle if the evidence was in his favor?
Some people are saying he upset people in the industry and she was others are saying things like, I don't date my age, I date my way. And that this is his consequence because he's 57 and she's 20.
Well, I hope both parties receive justice.
It's too late! Shannon Sharp no longer works for ESPN 2025!
How Shannon Sharp got done by that IG model, it really sucks. You know why? Because it was consensual. But we gotta highlight the point that this 50-year-old man is messing with a 20-year-old girl and got played out of his career. Like, guys, at what point in time do we see a problem with this? $50 million was the cost of him never growing up. We look down on women if they have super high body counts, but when fellas do it, it's not looked at the same. In a way, I can understand, but I think fellas need to start getting shamed as well. The more women you mess with, you open yourself up for bigger losses. Like, do y'all dudes realize you are turning down your girl next door because you think you know about that girl that's on your phone, that girl that's on your Explore page? Like, what if I told you that most of your favorite IG models can be bought?
Now, the chicks that you see, like, on Instagram with a name, 2,500. 2,500 you in them guts. 35, $3 grand to 3,500. Probably give her a complimentary facial with it too.
So you've changed your standard of the kind of girl that you want to spend the rest of your life with based on a picture when you don't know any of this person's characteristics, just to find out that some of these girls are actually loony as hell, as y'all seen in the first video that I showed y'all, and they also can be bought out for them to drop their drawers. But what baffles me is the same dudes that go about dating this way will look at you in your face and say that all women are the same and all women ain't shit. I'm never getting married. You should never marry any of those girls that you be talking to. Most of the women that you try to talk to, you try to go for, they ain't shit. We gotta change our rubric for how we choose women and what makes them fine, what makes them bad. Just looking at her, sexually attracted to her, should not be enough for you to get into bed with her. Because ain't nothing worse than sleeping with a girl just to find out afterwards that she's crazy as hell.
That's the problem, though. I think that a lot of people made themselves too accessible. I think that probably has to do a lot with the culture I mean, right now we have hookup culture running rampant to the point where a lot of these guys are getting what they want out of it, and there's a lot of women who are getting what they want out of it. They're getting the trips, they're getting the bags, they're getting blown out, they having the experiences, they having the nights out, whatever the case may be. Both parties are doing these things without either party really having to bring anything to the table. I think there was a point in time when where, as a dude, you had to ensure that you worked on yourself to get to a point to even get these quote-unquote beautiful women. And then there was, as a woman, you would have to bring a lot of characteristics and quality traits to the table to ensure that you were in the room with these successful guys. Now, everybody can just circumvent all that. Because now, at a night out in the club, you can have the increased opportunities that you get all these women around you that are willing to lay with you. And, I mean, as a woman, you're probably like, yeah, well, for these experiences, I'll probably satiate my desires. So it's a lose-lose on both parties.
And you missed all the signs because you just wanted to get some of the box. I think my favorite part of the IG models getting exposed is that people are realizing that a lot of these girls are just beggars. They are out here begging.
Too much money from an upkeep to be having free conversations. I had somebody reach out to me. They have been reaching out to me in my DMs, and I was kind of ignoring it, just leaving them on red because I'm not interested. Instantly messaged me, and so I said, okay, I'll answer. And I said, well, I'm actually on the way to go get my hair done. You gonna contribute?
Look at them eyebrows.
I really miss how women used to act before social media.
Mm-hmm.
I really miss y'all before y'all started to act like everything y'all seen and nothing like what you know. I think that's the problem with relationships nowadays.
I've been saying this for a long time. People get online, make a video, it goes viral, and then all it takes is a repost or a celebrity to validate that. Then you got a bunch of people that are hive-minded that just follow that mindset and say, you know what, this is the similar things that I should resonate with. We were just talking about Dr. Sarah. She calls herself Dr. Sarah. She's giving out true criticism and critique to these women. She's selling femininity courses about what they need to do. She'll get online and she'll make a sentiment or statement about the things that she personally values, which parrot the things that random women online are seeing that haven't brought anything to the table. So if these women that are supposedly high value and have worked hard to get to this position are saying that they want these things in a man, and then their followers or whatever are influenced to say that they want the same things without having to hit these metrics, we have a problem. I think the same thing exists in men. A lot of these men that have worked hard to get these positions are looking for certain things in women that the guys who are sitting in the basement doing absolutely nothing are doing or are looking for as well. There's a problem. And I think social media has caused a good portion of it, but a lot of people too, I think, be vocal about it.
Men are in competition with what females see on social media that's not even real.
Yep.
That's why.
And get with me, y'all. I think there's so many people don't even understand that they're falling victim to messages put out there in order to distort your mindset. We have these 50-50 conversations all the time, and I think that it's just a way to get a message out there and kind of distract people from overall what's going on in our reality, in the world, on a day-to-day. But that's another conversation I'd like to have another day.
Because the things that y'all require, I'm just here to tell y'all, 90% of that never gonna happen.
Bro.
Why you don't fuck with them, nigga? I asked you for food. You huffed and puffed. Can I get another nigga?
We got another bagger on our hands, fellas. Clock that T. Look, a lot of these chicks be broke as fuck. Be living horrible lives. They do their little makeup, get their little hair done, which is pretty cheap, But they be living in the projects. They be living with their mamas, with their grandmas, with their aunties, with their best friend, sleeping on somebody's couch. Don't have shit. Waiting for you to put on that cape and say,
come save her, yeah.
No, sir. Don't do it. And they had 15, 20 dudes all trying to spend money, Because these chicks be cute, don't get me wrong. What the fuck they got to do with you handing your money? Another beggar. And I'm pretty sure she ain't the only one. It's 100,000, if not millions of them, waiting for you to come save them, waiting for you to spend your money. And some chicks, they be having their own money. Not all of them, not a lot of them, but some chicks be having their own money and still want you to spend yours. They want you to spend your money on what they want, and they want to spend their money on what they want. Why everybody looking out for her? Who the fuck looking out for you?
And I'm really starting to think that these women are unemployed or homeless because every other video clip
podcast.
There's a
like,
lot
how
of
much
it.
he got. My man got to make 6 figures. My man needs to drive this kind of car. He needs to pay for my bills. He needs to pay for this. How much money? Money. And it's like, well, what you got? Because it seems like you don't have any money of your own, which is why you're going so hard for his money in his wallet that he worked hard for.
Social media has created a lot of strange dynamics.
That's always confusing to me. Like, what y'all got going on?
You do not know what these girls are doing in order to get that handbag. Okay, I did a whole video on how these girls are traveling to Dubai to get doo-dooed on the forehead. Most of these girls are not showing you the whole picture. They are real life beggars. When you see a girl make a video saying, oh, I need a man that's gonna spend his money like this and buy me this and pay all my bills just off rip, just know that she's doing something behind closed doors that might be against your morals just to keep up that look that she's showing you. So please pay attention, y'all, because a lot of y'all are repeating words that you heard from a beggar. I need a man to do this. I need a man to do that. And then as soon as you ask somebody, well, what do you provide for a man? They can't say anything. Ladies, do y'all really think that is the way to go about things? Like, see it like this. When it's time for your son to go find a wife, are you going to tell him, well, son, yeah, you got to provide for a woman and you shouldn't expect anything from her? Y'all repeat the same script from beggars. So I think 2025 is the year that people are just realizing most IG models are not what you think they are. So ladies, stop trying to be like them. Be yourself. Nothing's better than uniqueness right now because everybody's trying to be like Ari. And for the fellas, stop trying to find a girl that has that Instagram type mindset. Learn from the Shannon Sharp situation that even just sleeping with them can come with some high level repercussions. So please, for my ladies, for my men, have real value in real life and stop trying to compare yourself to some pixels on your computer. Hell, with AI, you're really not gonna know what's real. So
man, and that was a good point. Bro, there's literally people who are going online, must be nice, my man would never, this is exactly what I want a relationship to be like. Man, I want a girl to look like this. And that was a real point. You're gonna see an influx of content that is literally not real. And this is why, man, I gotta make a video about this, but this is exactly what I'm talking about. A lot of people don't even understand that they're being manipulated by the things they're seeing on social media. You think these companies are pouring millions and billions of dollars into the things that we see for no reason? Y'all let me know what y'all think about it in the comments below, man. This is a good video. Shout out to TyBuggy. Actually, let me check a couple comments out real quick. We need the Boondocks back. It's so funny. I don't feel bad for the men who want this woman. This is what you wanted. No facts. Every guy saying I could change her. You know, that's how these dudes be, man. Nothing new. I've dated a few IG models that look good on Instagram, but in person, they be struggling. No money. Places look like trash. Never believed the hype. Man, anybody can be an IG model these days, too. I'm so glad men are waking up because those quote-unquote normal ladies have been catching strays for going to school. Wait. Hold on. Wait. Is this true? Find a woman who was raised in a 2-parent household. Best advice my dad ever gave me. That's all them demons. Well, again, a lot of people will sell themselves out for a handbag. They'll sell themselves out for a trip. They'll sell themselves out for internet fame. Come on now. The Most High is the originator of the wake-up call. The Bible has warned us about women like this for centuries and forever. It even says a sinful man's reward is a wicked woman. But people believe that they're smarter than ancient wisdom. No one thinks they'll actually reap the devastation they have sown, but as usual, no one understands the basic principle until it's too late. If you're 40 plus, young people do not love you just for your vibe. Now, there we go. To be honest, I'm so tired of the IG model face. They all look the same, men and women. It's gotten to a point where I look at old school beauty differently. I don't know what you mean by that. Might be showing my age, but Jet Magazine. That was a funny comment. I don't feel bad for any man chasing IG models, especially when they eventually crash out because they're clearly not mentally insane. Again, like I said, you should be able to peep these things from the beginning. Jezebel's spirit is running rampant in this current generation. Focus on your own spiritual growth, and you'll be ahead of the game, spotting and avoiding these lost souls. Let me know what y'all think in the comments below. Appreciate y'all checking it out.